All right, hello everyone. I'm Route Stream, and we're here with the second Faint stream. This time for today, the plan is we're going to be taking on the Stream 2 charts, which should be 6. I've already played 2 of these already because I was actually in the tournament. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to be playing the two charts that I've already played, which is going to be Ichirin and Spiral. So Ichirin's the tier 1, and Spiral is going to be the tier 2 that I'm going to be playing. Those are going to be like my quote-unquote warm-up charts. And then once we're done with those 2, then we're going to be taking on the rest of the 4 charts. So that would mean that I have to play 3 tier 1s and then 1 tier 2. So let's just, I don't know. I don't know if there's really anything we should be waiting on. I think we can probably just get started. So just give me a second to get the game up. Have to mess with some settings real quick just to ensure that everything's going well. But let's do it. So, just give me a quick second. All right, bam. Okay, so I believe we should be good to get started. Now, I guess, let me just real quick just read real quick. All right. Thank you all. I will definitely take that good luck, and I will hopefully have fun playing through these charts. Now, just basing off of what I played from Stream 1, all of these charts are, I haven't really encountered much of a really quote-unquote gimmicky chart, really. A lot of these charts have been a lot more, on the more distractier side, obviously. There is like one chart that was like, it's not really necessarily a gimmick, but it was quite funky, which was Vanguard. Vanguard was probably the hardest chart that I did play from the first stream, because those rhythms were really wonky. But honestly, I'm really excited to see what's up in this next batch. Maybe it'll be more of the same with some more charts that are a lot more distracting, or maybe we'll see a gimmick chart. I don't know. Obviously, going into this completely as blind as possible, and obviously, I have all the Faint organizers with me, like usual. They will give me input on the side as to, give me a little extra details or behind the scenes about some of the details of some of these charts. Now, I'm not sure if, any of you in the VC that I'm in would like to introduce yourself, but if you would like to, now is a good time to do so.
Okay, I'll just say hi. I'm Heya. I'm one of the people who did Faint 1 stuff. Yeah, there's 2 more Faint 1 organizers in the VC, but I don't know if they're going to introduce themselves.
Well, that is completely up to them. So I will give them a moment. But if they don't, then well, we can just move on. So, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, some of the people in this VC with me right now do not exactly have the best Wi-Fi currently at the moment, which is why they're not really able to speak as, very well. And also, the other one is sick. So, yeah. So we're probably gonna you're also gonna probably be hearing from Cam mostly from this stream.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Maybe things will get a little bit, or maybe they'll jump scare us. I don't know. Well, we will see. We will see though. But anyway, let's just get kind of started. So with how Faint 1 or the second stream went, So right now, I'm just gonna real quick just go and play the two levels that I did play in the actual tournament, which is Ichirin and Spiral, and we'll probably talk about them a little bit, and I'll give my own personal thoughts. I mean, I did give my thoughts on some of these levels already, but I'll probably kind of go into a more deeper dive into them, I guess. So we will see though. So here we go. So Ichirin, this is the first level that I did play in the tournament. This level is I really like this level. This is a really cool level, but it is quite tricky, mostly for some of the more distractier elements in it. And the beginning of it is quite tricky in its rhythms, but we will get started on this. I mean, I'll probably just deafen myself like usual, and then once we finish the level, we will talk about this one a little bit more in depth. All right, so let us get started. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put on Noko. Let's make sure we do that real quick before we do that. All right, let's do this. The section upcoming is probably my favorite section of the level. Nice. All right. So let me undeafen. So, really cool level. I really like it. Super, super distracting. I think this is probably honestly the most. I don't know if this is maybe the most distracting level. I mean, to be fair, there probably was a couple of more levels that were a bit more distracting, at least when it came to Stream 1. But with this one it is a little funky. But anyway, I think we don't really need to go over the tournament results because obviously I beat myself and CHS, who did play this level with me when we did this, so we don't need to go over that. But anyway, really cool level. Really like it. I really like the little like laser section that happens near the end of the chart because it progressively like blocks the chart as you go through that little section, but it has like a brief moment of where you get a little bit of break as the lasers like disappear for like a second or two, so that way you can see like that little like funky pattern that happens near the end. But yeah, let us get started on I guess any thoughts that we want to share about this level? Obviously,
Just a sec. I'm
not sure. I guess I know you worked on this chart. I don't know if there's like any cool behind the scenes details that you want to share, but yeah, if you want to share that, now's a good time to do so.
Okay, so I have actually some funny stuff to say about this level. So, uh, this was finished, if I remember correctly, on the day that it was played in the tournament. Uh,
Oh.
so this we had no clue how the VFX is going until like a few days before it was supposed to be played in the tournament. So it was like crazy. But then once Zed clutched up and posted the VFX, there actually needed to be buffs to it because you know the chart's not very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So the main buff that happened was there's a bunch of object or a bunch of decos that are layered in front of the track, so they block the track and reduce visibility. Almost everything that's in the foreground was initially behind the track in the background, but then it was determined that that would be too easy. So that's yeah.
Okay. All right then. Any other important behind the details that any other for event organizers would like to share?
I mean, I don't have anything else to say.
For me personally, not really sure. I mean, obviously this was the first level that I got into for the tournament, so this was obviously a bit of a stressful moment. But I feel like I'm thinking of like I will say, like, obviously, because I played this tier one, obviously, like, whenever I think of tier one, this is like the definitive level that I always think of, just because that was the first one that I did play, and it is really, this is a really fun level. It's just that it was quite stressful. Also, I think I already kind of mentioned this when I was playing in the Faint stream. The orbit easing in the beginning is like super evil with those pause tiles, and then like evil, like that whole beginning section. I don't know if anyone really debates me on this, but I do think that the beginning section of this chart is like easily the hardest section in this chart, while the rest of the chart is a lot more easier in my opinion. I think the beginning is the most difficult section of this chart.
There actually was an issue with the gems when you were on the multiplayer mode, and it made it seem like I think what happened is it went the opposite way that it was meant to go. So anytime there was a boss tile, it was really confusing.
Yeah, that's what I messed up me up on those pause tiles, and like I don't even remember if like I think there was countdowns for me, but like when I watched in the stream like backwards, um like or not backwards when I like rewatched the stream, uh it looked like I didn't have a countdown there for some reason. I don't know why that happened, but it looked really funky. It looked like I had like a disadvantage while playing the chart, even though I don't think that happened at all. I think I could still see the countdowns while playing this chart. But
The
Yeah,
countdowns should have been there, yeah. It's just the orbit isn't went the other way for some reason.
yeah. I think that's just a multiplayer mod bug that does
Yeah.
not affect the players. It only affects the people spectating.
oh yeah, by the way, people who are thinking that Econ's a little bit quiet, don't worry. I already have him at like 200% volume already. So this is like the highest he can go, unless
I
I.
don't I don't understand why it is the way. I'm gonna look on like Windows settings.
Econ, I have you on 500 and you're still quiet.
I I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So yeah. Anyway, let us. I guess we'll move on. I don't think there's really anything else we have to talk about this chart, so let's just move on to the next one, right? All right. So next one is Spiral, which is again another Yu-Gi-Oh chart. So fun fact about me as the player is that every single chart that I did play in this tournament, Yu-Gi-Oh had a hand in every single chart that I did play in. So yes. Um. So that is you know, pretty funny. Uh. Oh yeah, if you are wondering, Yigot is in the VC with me. He just chooses not to talk at all because he has a college Wi-Fi, so he's not exactly having the most pleasant moment over there. And he also might not have a lot of sleep either. I think he had a bit of a sleep issue a while ago, so I don't know. Might not be performing at his optimal level. But anyway, let us get started on the next level. So yeah, all right. I mean, deafen, and then we are gonna get started in three, two, 1, go. I'm just hoping I get at least like higher than 95% on this. Take this moment to breathe a little bit, because it's the, oh god, this next section is just, oh my god. Oh, I'm so scared about it. Trying to focus up, you know? Let's go. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay, got 96 on that. Holy shit. All right. So that was definitely a lot more better than when I played in the actual stream. But obviously that's just because, first off, I already played this chart already, so I kind of already know what's going up. And secondly, I guess I'm kind of getting vaguely more used to how to sight read these charts a little bit more often. I will say though that this chart, I don't know what's with this chart, but I definitely feel like Spiral is a lot more harder for me to play than Vanguard for some reason. I thought Vanguard would honestly be the harder chart for me to actually play, but for some reason this chart is just, I don't know what's with this chart. It's just so much more difficult for me to play than Vanguard, but yeah. So I really do like this chart. Really funky, really weird. Like the second half of this level is like really tricky because there's just a lot of visual effects going on with really funky rhythms. It's very dense. There's just a lot of stuff that's really going for this chart that makes it a lot more difficult than a lot of the other tier 2s, in my opinion. I do feel like this is probably the hardest tier 2, just in my own personal opinion, but I will now allow the other fans, organizers to speak now, if they so choose to do so.
All right, yeah, as you are aware, you would have won that if this was your play in the tourney.
Yes,
so.
But obviously, like, it's kind of unfair. Like,
yeah, a little unfair.
It's pretty unfair.
Technically, if you did those exact inputs on Feint, you would have won the round. So
yes.
Yeah,
I will
this
say,
level,
yeah, what's up?
Yeah, this level has an interesting story. So Yeet made Spiral, you know, and it was finished for like a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it was finished for a long time. Then all of a sudden, he just posts a new chart with some camera on it, and we're like, God, what are you doing? And then he just remakes the entire level in like the last 2 weeks before Feint starts. It was like really funny.
Why did he remake it?
I believe it was 2 years old at that point. It was among the oldest levels, if not the oldest level, and that remained unchanged. And he just wanted to. That is literally it.
Damn.
Is my mic better, by the way?
Yeah, you are a lot more louder now, so I might have to turn you down just a little bit.
Dude.
You might have jump scared the audience, just saying.
I could
Too
just
scary.
go down myself as well. Hold on, let me try and.
I already
This
turned you
maybe
down
works.
already. I already turned you down already. It's okay.
Well, okay. I just changed it. So
Ooh, the old version. I don't. Should I play the old version or should we
Go
like?
on.
I don't
you
know.
can check it out if you want.
I guess if it's fine, with everyone, is it okay if I play the old spiral chart before we actually get onto the actual like 4 faint levels? So, oh yeah, by the way, so and in case anyone's wondering how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it kind of like the same way how I usually did, where I'm gonna play the 4 faint levels that I haven't played from stream 2 in stream order. So that would mean I play all the first, like the 3 tier 1s first, and then the tier 2 at the end. So I'm really excited because I'm really interested in what's happening in these other few faint charts, and obviously, to compare my results to them. But yeah, let me just. I'm gonna like wait for a little bit because I know there's like a bit of stream delay. So I'm gonna just real quick just check if anyone objects to me actually playing the old version of Spyro.
I mean,
Who would
he's
object?
the one who made it, and he sent it. So
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if like, because there's other people who are watching us that are not like, they're not with you guys. They're just like regular viewers, and they might just want to immediately see me play the faint charts first, rather than going on like a little side quest, So that's why I'm checking real quick. No one has really said anything, so I think it's perfectly fine if I just go for it. So, all right, give me a moment.
What even is the oldest faint chart actually?
I don't know. Actually,
Yeah, I'm asking
I
to.
Oh, anyway, I guess I'll just kind of just get started. So I'm gonna just deafen, and we will get started. So, I don't know what to really expect here. I don't know if this chart's gonna be easier or harder. I do see that there's camera events there, so we're gonna have a nice dosage of more Yeet camera. So we will see how that goes. Like a bunch of Discord things I don't know. Watch that out. It's like it's starting to be a little bit. Probably should put a line to top on Do Not Disturb after this. I'm not really noticing like anything super different, but I don't know. This feels like the same chart. But just with like why? Hold on. Why is everyone just pinging me so much? I don't have any idea why. Oh! What the fuck?
played the
Whoa!
wrong level.
Oh my god.
Dude.
How? What the hell? That's the
He accidentally sent the wrong link.
Oh my god. Honestly, bro, I just thought that people were fucking with me, bro. I was playing with it. Okay, well.
I sent the actual link in the channel.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, I messaged them on Steam.
I was like,
as we
okay, it was
played
like, because like when we started messaging on Steam, I was like, okay, this might actually be more important than I realized, so I actually checked it for once. That's so funny. I honestly thought that y'all were just fucking with me and just basically telling me, hey, make sure you're on Do Not Disturb so you don't get distracted by pings. Okay. Honestly, though, this is very in character for Yeet, not gonna lie. But okay, we will get started though. face with raised eyebrow. Just want to real quick mention that in the bottom top right before we start this. Anyway, I'm gonna go and deafen. Oh, this effect is a lot more easier when you're just going to the right like that. Oh, there's no break section though. Oh, never mind. I honestly thought that this would have been a lot more stamina burning because you just wouldn't have that little break section there. Alright. Let's get started then. Okay. Okay. So that was it's definitely a bit more different. A lot of the level there's definitely a lot more change. I think I kind of like noticed. Well, I don't know. I feel like this version of the trope was definitely a little bit more easier to sight read just because the like the chart keeps on going in like one direction. It doesn't like go left and right and left. It doesn't go back and forth, so the visual effect's a little bit more harder to read. But since you're only going in one direction, you kind of only just need to like kind of just look to the right, and it kind of just it doesn't ruin your visibility too much actually. I will say like it does. I feel like this kind of focuses a little bit more on like pauses and stuff. It's kind of like Vanguard in that kind of way, where like you have a little bit more pause moments, while in the final version of this chart, there's not really that many pauses. It's just very dense patterns where you just got to keep on tapping amongst the visual effects. But I will say that was still very interesting. I still don't know why Yeet like remade the whole chart from that, because that seemed pretty fine to me. I don't know if there's any major issues with that. Although to be fair, I know how Yeet is. He's very peculiar about how he charts the rhythms. So you know, like there's like one time when like I don't know why, but like I remember like someone was playing like one of his levels like super slowly that he like contributed to, and he was like someone was like playing it on like 0.1x speed or something like that, and he was like kind of pointing out like that there's errors in the charting and stuff. So that was kind of funny. So yeah, I will say though, pretty cool level. Still like it. Obviously very different. I think that this version of the chart is definitely a lot more easier though, just because the whole gimmicky visual effect of this whole chart is a lot more easier to handle. And I guess the rhythms are not that, I don't think. Okay, so that was pretty fun. So let's actually get started, everyone. Let's actually get started on Paint, tier 1. So Yeet has been gracious enough to give me the whole stream order, so we will get started. So, I'm really excited. So let's get started on the first one of the day. If I did hear like a little, like I heard like a couple of messages here and there. Unfortunately, I did read this like that people kind of believe that the tier ones of this stream are a little bit more difficult than the ones on stream one. I'm not sure if that's true or not. We will figure out for ourselves, obviously. But I did kind of hear that little rumor kind of flying around for this. Obviously, don't tell me if that's actually true or not, because I will be the judge of that. But I'm really excited. So our first level that we are going to be taking on is Free Float Original Mix, composed by UC, period. Let's get started on this one. Just give me a moment. Free Float. Here we go. So 80% time scale window. That's gonna be real interesting already. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, I can tell. All right, so I guess I'll go on deafen, and we will see. We will see what happens. I guess we're gonna wish the best, and let's just get started. Have no fail and strict. Okay, we should be good to just get this started. So let's get going. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right, not too bad. Thought I was gonna be kind of ruined there, but probably that's the end of the chart real soon. But we'll see. Or maybe not. Never mind. Thought we were kind of near the climax of the song, but oh, never mind. No, we are not near the end. Never mind. Oh God. I was in. Oh God. Probably shouldn't be talking during this. Got in early there. Oh no, I choked that near the end. There was like a goddamn pentagon there or some. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I cannot believe I choked that near the end with that miss. Oh. That was a cool level though. But damn. Okay. So that was quite fun.
You did just get trolled pretty hard by that.
Damn, that is so insane
Yeah.
right there. I probably could have gotten 99% if I just didn't miss that there. But oh well. I guess before we get started, let's just let's get the results, right?
Okay.
You know what?
So,
Oh my god, dude, Eco, I can't believe you just posted that because that's literally what I was thinking of when I saw that soda can bottle.
No fucking way,
What?
dude.
I was like, wait, is that a reference to this chart when you guys post like the fucking soda can bottles all over the place?
I just fucking made that. That's fresh out of the oven.
Dude.
anyways, so 16 got a 92.93% on this.
Oh wow. Okay.
And Will TRM, who won, got a 99.124%.
Wow.
Dude.
If I honestly, if I didn't choke near the end, I actually probably would have won this tournament actually, or this round. If I just didn't choke near the end. That's really funny.
Will actually got 2 misses.
Wow, I got less misses than him. That's You know what?
But,
What's up?
and also 4 too earlies. But the thing is,
Uh,
Will got 1 L perfect and 4 E perfects in the whole time.
See,
And no earlies
yeah.
or lates. So that is what ended up happening.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know. Maybe my offset's a little like messed up right now because I'm getting a lot more E perfects on these charts. So I don't know if my offset's a little bit off right now. I think I'm gonna calibrate like real quick just to see because I feel like that was a little funky. I don't know why I'm getting like a lot more E perfects there because normally it's a lot more. I thought it was a lot more balanced at least when I recalled playing the Faint charts for stream 1. So I'm just gonna real quick just calibrate real quick just to ensure that everything's going well. I think I'm also because I'm streaming, it might mess with my offset that I normally have when I was just generically just recording because I'm using like a different software now. So who knows? But I'm just gonna real quick just do this. Oh wait, I forgot that you're gonna have to press a lot more earlier. Okay, hold up. Okay, there you go. So hopefully that'll be a little bit more better. Anyway, really cool chart though. I will say, like these sections, I thought that this was gonna be a lot more harder, but when I realized that it was just the same rhythm like over and over, this chart got like 10 times more easier to read. Because like this is like the same rhythm just constantly over. Like this little triangle, then you have this little funky hexagon, and then you have like this little like rose garden little pattern. So, like, honestly, I thought that this chart was going to be way more harder, like, during these sections, but honestly, it was kind of near the end where it got a little bit more difficult. So, like, this section right here is when things kind of started ramping up, because then, you know, it wasn't just, like, the same rhythm, like, over and over. This is when kind of things started bumping up in its pace a little bit. I will say, maybe one of the more harder Faint charts, at least for, like, tier 1s, in my opinion, maybe. Just because there's just a lot more double BPM shenanigans and stuff, but also it might be a lot more easier too, just because it's the same rhythm over and over. So I think from a sight reading perspective, though, I do think that there's probably harder tier 1s. I think, but that might be a nice summary of my thoughts on this level. Anyone else who would like to say anything?
Yeah, just so this level, you know how all of the distractions, all of the distractions in this level,
They weren't there.
yeah, they weren't there until like 2 days before the tournament started.
Okay.
Also, the Pentagon wasn't there.
Yeah, the Pentagon also was there.
Hotta did a revision of the entire chart, trying to buff some stuff. Some stuff made it, some stuff didn't. I don't remember what it was. The Pentagon was one of the things that was kept,
I
simply
see.
because it was funny.
Damn. All I gotta say is that I feel like if that Pentagon just wasn't there, and like if me and Will actually played this, like if that Pentagon wasn't there, I probably would have actually won. But we'll see. I guess I will say that is an interesting what if right there. I will say though that if I did play this, this would have been a lot more of a closer round because wow, 16 got like that's a pretty massive accuracy difference. It was like basically like 7% difference right there. So Pretty unfortunate for 16. I just think that they probably didn't get a chart that was very favorable to their sight reading talents, probably. And I can definitely kind of see why, because this chart is like if you don't get used to like the repetitive rhythms, and you're kind of like it doesn't click yet, then you kind of get messed up. So I think that's probably what happened to 16 throughout the whole chart when it comes to like these like little like these sections, I guess. Anyway, any other last thoughts that we would like to talk about this chart before we move on to the next one?
None for me.
Alrighty. I think we're good on to move on to the next one. So let's see what our next chart is. Meteor, composed by Shirobun. Okay. I guess we'll get started. So, well, I'm always like, I always see like the set time scale. So like, I feel like I always use that as like a little base for what I'm going to be expecting. So let's see. 70%. Okay. That is definitely something. Okay. So I'm going to go deafen. And we will get started in 3, 2, 1. Thankfully, I got a no fail on that. So there you go. Oh, shoot. Okay. Wow. Well, that was definitely an interesting chart right there. Oh, I could have done that with no miss if I didn't just like bunk it up at like beginning. Cause for some reason I thought that that tile was a lot more later for some reason, but it wasn't. Anyway, a lot of sun deathing. So I will say this chart felt like. What's funny is that this is kind of like the same strat that I kind of used for free float, where I realized that it was just the same rhythm over and over again, and I kind of just used that to just make an intuitive guess to just assume that it's going to be like the same repetitive rhythm over and over until I like notice something different. And thankfully that did work out because it definitely did repeat that little same rhythm over and over again where it's like dun 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 dun, and then it goes into a little double BPM line, and then it's just the same rhythm over and over. So thankfully that section I got through relatively all right. I think I probably got a couple of earlies though on some sections. I just don't remember. Definitely very focused on you memorizing like previous patterns, and then like once those patterns repeat over and over, like it gets harder and harder to see. So there's that. But I will say, I mean, I don't know, it wasn't really that bad. Probably definitely a bit more difficult than free float though, just because of the some of the patterns that you gotta memorize are a little bit more elaborate, and they do change a little bit more often than free float. But I don't know. Although to be fair, that might just because the set time scale is kind of speaking for it there. I don't know, because free float did have a higher set time scale than this, so who knows. So, but anyway, yeah, that was a pretty cool level though. I really do like it. But anyway, let's move on. Do the Faint organizers have anything they would like to say about this chart?
All right, so the results on this were it was Retro Bean versus Rise Coin, and Retro Bean got a 97.403%.
Oh.
Rise Coin got a 97.84%.
Oh, damn. All
So
right.
you would have barely lost by 0.03.
Damn. Again, if I just didn't choke that random miss, I would have won that. Really funny though. But all right.
Rise Coin actually got 4 misses.
Oh, wow.
But it again comes down to the E perfects and the L perfects. Rise Coin did
Yeah,
not get very many of those. So
I see.
yeah.
Hmm. Oh, all right
Anyways, yeah.
then. Let's I guess we'll just move on to the next chart, which let me read up on what the next chart is now, because I don't know if there's really anything else to really say about this chart, right?
Actually, I think I do have one thing.
Okay.
So this is cut.
Oh, this is cut?
It used to be more repetitive and longer than it is.
Oh, really? Wow,
It's cut,
okay.
yeah.
That would have been a lot of free accuracy right there, though. It was it just like that same like rhythm
Yeah.
layer? It's
Same
just
exact thing. Yep.
wow, yeah.
It was the same thing. It was about 4 minutes long, I think, maybe a bit more. And this is also the oldest Faint level before Spiral.
I see.
Rickery picked this up and just kind of BFX'd it fairly fast. I just stayed in the backlog, and then when we got around to checking the levels again, we decided to cut it.
I see. Yeah, I will say that this
So-
does seem the most like simplistic out of all of them, just from what I've seen so far.
Yes, it is two things. It's the first thing is that Rickery at first wanted more quantity than quality. Like at first, Faint was aiming to be like 40-ish charts. I don't remember how many we were going for. We couldn't do that downscaled, and people started going for more quality than quantity. So that can definitely be noticed here.
Okay. This probably explains why there's just so many scrapped Faint charts, mostly just because of that factor that happened later on in the, you know.
Yeah. Also, standards changing over the course of the event since it started in very late 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, this is another example of the first round happening and us realizing we needed to buff. So all of the like track disappearing stuff used to not be there.
Oh.
It only was added by was it boring? I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It
during
was.
the
It
week
was.
between round 1 and round 2, from what I remember. So
Okay.
yeah, like all the I think all the tier 1s that you've played so far today have been buffed with between the first and second streams, I think.
Oh, that's probably why that rumor comes about, because all these charts got buffed again from stream 1 and everything got buffed. Like I bet you like if these charts were played first, then probably the stream 1s would have been a lot more harder than the stream 2 ones. Like if it happened like the other way around, probably.
Necessarily, I think. They also got charred. Sorry, the ones for the first stream also got buffed before the event started. We would have had more time, and Paper Dolls probably would have had a pretty big change, but I think that would have been it.
But I will say, like, a chart getting massively changed like that probably would have affected the results of the of that one round where Paper Dolls was played, because Paper Dolls was just like whoever got like the less amount of E and L perfects. Basically, it wasn't even like if people got 2 earlys or misses, because the chart was just that easy that people didn't really have to worry about that. So I feel like it probably would have changed the outcome of that one round in stream 1, I'd say. But
I don't know, because H. Sapiens, who's the one that won the Paper Dolls round, ended up getting pretty far. So I'm not going to give you very many spoilers, but I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, I think we're all done talking. So if you want to.
Yep. All right, let's move on to the next one. A name that I cannot pronounce. Faint Edit, composed by Modama and Huge Pulse. Unless it's just the same person, but they're going under 2 different aliases, which is something I'm very familiar with. All right.
Right. I think it's that.
Same person, 2 aliases, and the title roughly translates to something like pale blue. I think.
Oh, it does actually say pale blue on there, so you might be onto something. Anyway, 75% timescale is a little scary, not gonna lie. A little scary. Don't like it when it's that low, because either... Anyway, I guess I'll just get started. So just go on Duffin. We will start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. This. Oh my god. What was that double? Was that at 75% time skill? It's, oh my, okay. Damn. Oh, God, that one double BPM section, that was just rough. That kind of came out of nowhere, and I just don't even know how to even think about that one. Whew. All right, well, Sundown Death, then I guess I'll share my thoughts on this one. Okay, so I don't know. I will say there's probably like one nitpick that I kind of have about this level, and I feel like that one double BPM section with like all those outside hexagons, it feels a lot more harder than like the rest of that chart, I will say.
Yeah.
Like
that was, yeah.
Like that's like this is like the first time I probably have like a genuine complaint about like one of these levels, because that section of the level feels way too difficult when compared to the rest of the level. Especially, was that on 75% time scale as well? Because if that was also on 75%, okay. I was about to say that would have been ridiculous, and I think that probably would have needed to have a revision on that, because yeah, just because of that, like this is probably my least favorite Faint level, just because that difficulty imbalance is just, oh, that is rough. But I wouldn't like. I'm not saying it's a bad level though. Like even if I have complaints, because I have levels that I do really like too, that I have complaints about, but I still enjoy them, and I still did enjoy this one, but that difficulty spike was a bit rough. But I did like the later half of the section. I mean, definitely not as distracting as the other ones, and I think that's just because the rhythms here were definitely a lot more weirder, and also I think this was at a bit of a higher BPM too. I'm not sure what the BPM was exactly, but it did definitely feel a little bit more higher.
174.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually have no idea. I made that up on the spot.
I mean, I guess I could just check the editor, right?
I may be right that it would be really fucking funny, but I don't think so.
It's 194.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, cool level though. I mean, like I did like the visual effects of it kind of like mirroring you every single time you go into like whenever it like kind of goes into like a bit of a pixely effect kind of thing. So I did like that.
That part was
Added. It was added.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That was the distraction that was added.
I feel like all the distractions in this have just always been added, which is kind of funny because I feel like if these charts just didn't have any distractions, I'd probably. I mean, I don't know. It depends though, because I think I'm a lot more used to distractions, so I don't know if they would have affected my performance as much as I think they would have, because I'm just so used to that kind of stuff. So I don't know. But anyway, I guess just feel free to share the results of how this level went.
So speaking about you being used to distractions, so this match was Desnick versus Jammy Dodger. So Jammy got a 90.6% on that one.
Okay.
And Desnick got a 95.0%.
Ooh, so I was
You
like
got a 98. So you would have cleared Desnick.
Damn, that's funny. I think that's kind of the trend that I'm kind of seeing right now. Like, if there's ever a Feint 2, I don't think you want me as like an opponent for tier 1s, because it does seem like I do perform like really good on the tier 1s, or at the very least I'm like really close, right? Every single time when I do lose. So it's like, this is like, I think like I'm like the worst opponent that you could probably have for these tier 1s, because like holy shit, either like I'm pretty close, or like I do win by like a significant margin. It does feel that way, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because like, and it kind of makes sense too, because I usually do play a lot more of like the easier stuff. So generally the easier charts, I'm a lot more able to Sightread a lot more of the time. I guess it's just kind of like a good, because I feel like if it's too easy, then like they'll probably just beat me on just natural accuracy anyway. But if there's like a little bit of funky stuff going on, then that's probably when I start getting a chance. But anyway, here we go. So on, actually, we should probably ask if there's any more thoughts that anyone else wants to share about this level before we go.
I don't have any, so.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could say the balancing thing is definitely something that we're aware of. The thing is, for us, we thought it'd be way too easy if it didn't have that in there. So
my problem is with it is just that like the rest of it, like I don't know. Like I feel like it maybe could have been just charted a little bit differently. Like I don't know. I like.
It was also made to be. It was also made to be very hard to read.
Yeah.
While being as simple as possible, because a lot of people get messed up on the straight line because they're used to playing the outside octagon rhythms, and then they get put onto a straight line at double BPM, which that like when I was playing this for the first time, I got destroyed by that. But yeah, like,
well, I mean,
a little tricky thing.
I guess so. I mean, I guess I kind of got. I think I just died when I was just doing one of the double BPM hexagons, or octagons. I mean, I think I don't think I only because I only got one miss, and it was just during that one section. I think, right? I believe. Well, I guess we can just watch back to stream once we do.
Yeah, it was one of the outside octagons, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But okay. I mean, I think we kind of went over everything that we wanted to talk about this chart, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Well, let's move on to the tier 2. So let's see what our tier 2 is. Oh shit! It's this level. I've heard a lot about this fucking level. Oh my god! I thought that this level was a tier 3 or something, or tier 4. Just because of how many people were talking about it. But okay, this is actually a tier 2. Sonder, composed by Shirobun. Okay, so I've heard a lot about this level. I have no idea what it's all about, though. But we will see. We will see. Okay. So, I guess there's not really much else to really do besides just play it. So I'm gonna go on deafen, and we will play in 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Whoa! What the fuck is this? Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Whoa! Oh, okay. Oh my god, that took a lot of brain power. Oh my god. I can see why people talk about this chart a lot now, because that took a lot of mental stamina. And it wasn't even like physically draining, it was just mentally because oh god, that gimmick got like way harder to read once I realized that it removed it's such a clever way to make that gimmick harder though, because it removes 2 corners. But I realized you only need 2 corners to figure it out. The problem is that you have to basically dart your eyes all over the place to figure this gimmick out. What a cool fucking chart though. What a cool fucking chart. I'm gonna undeafen though. So. Okay. Oh. Oh. What else do I need to say about this chart, honestly? Oh,
Under.
I know, I know. Ugh. I will say
You
though
want me
that.
to-
Oh wait, hold up on the results real quick because I want to talk
Okay,
about
okay,
this
I'll
chart a
hold
little
off,
bit more. What a! I will say this is probably. I love that this was the last level that I played though, because this was definitely a highlight of the Fang charts so far, just from what I played. Very gimmicky, like really cool gimmick. I really like it a lot. really, really like, oh god, when I first saw that at first, I was like, how the fuck am I gonna sight read this? But I don't even know the strat on how to sight read this. I just like did it. I don't like there probably is a strat that you can use in order to make this a little bit more easier to sight read. I just don't know how to do it. But uh yeah, I'd like but like yeah, the progression of this was just super cool. I like how like at first it was just like a square, like you can kind of see like all the tiles, but eventually it kind of removes it and just has like a little like camera thing where like you just keep on basically going to a direction until like you hit one of the corners and then you kind of like swap it out. But obviously, then it kind of like finishes off with just you only removing with you only just having two corners and like your plants will also go invisible at times too. So many cool stuff that are just like just subtly makes this gimmick slightly harder and harder. And I really like it. It's really cool. But definitely I think that this is probably easily the hardest chart to sight read. I don't know. I think I did probably got like a better accuracy on this than probably some other charts, but I think like the other charts kind of got these lesser like accuracies from me just because the uh the set time scale is definitely buffing them a lot. But I don't think that this had any set time scale at all. This is like easily the hardest chart to sight read so far. I don't know. Oh, actually, I don't know though, because Vanguard might be harder too, but I don't know. Actually, I don't know because I did worse on Spiral too, but I feel like Spirals just targets my weaknesses in general, so I don't know. Hmm. I guess I'll probably have to think about that a little bit more when I go back to the drawing board there. But oh, I will say like this. I feel like Vanguard and then this chart right here. I feel like those are like the two charts that are gonna like really mess people up. Because I feel like this gimmick, you either like understand it or you just get absolutely clowned on. But anyway, tell me the results though. Tell me the results. I'm really excited
Okay.
because I don't know if I
So
I don't know if I did super badly on this one though because I don't know if like I if I because I don't know if it's if it means that because I sight read it well then that means other people can sight read it well. I don't know. Just oh god, I keep on yapping. Just
yeah.
tell me the
So
results.
Rise Coin got a 95.91%.
Okay.
Will TRM got a 95.94%.
Oh my god. Holy shit. That is
Do you know who
such
won Faint?
yeah. I know who won Faint. Or
Yeah,
actually,
Will TRM.
yeah. That's
So
funny.
you would have beat the champion if this was how you played in the tournament.
That
If you
is
played against Will
so
TRM in this
funny.
match.
Like I said, like I feel like there's just some charts that I'm just like because Vanguard and Sonder like these two charts, like holy shit. These are like like I don't know, like I get like I either perform super well on these or like I kind of like fuck up a lot like in Spiral. Also, I don't know. But
Okay, actually, there's one funny thing about this chart.
what's up?
The song is swung by 7 degrees,
It
so it's not
is?
actually square. But like we just had to slightly inaccurately chart it because we're not gonna make it a 7 degree swung square. We're just gonna make it a square. So
Honestly, I think that would have been a lot more intimidating if I just saw the square was slightly slanted like that.
yeah, it would have been a lot harder to work with too, I think. So
Yeah, that's really funny though.
and this level already was extremely hard to make for the people who made it. It was the square stuff was done, I'm pretty sure, by Kara and Rickery. But and
Mm-hmm.
then Teok added a little extra flair in some spots. But Kara and Rickery, the process of making this level was kind of painful though for them, from what I understand. It
Yeah,
was not fun.
I
A big
can.
issue was that everybody was tagging the decos and stuff in their own way. So they looked at the level after somebody had worked on it, and it was irrecognizable. Like they didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Wow. Actually, I'm just wondering. Because I'm sure that other people sight read this chart as well. I don't know if like someone else must have sight read as well as I did, right? Like someone else got 98% on this, right? No.
I don't know.
The fuck?
The only reference points we have are the people who compete in the tourney, and they did not. So
Oh
Somebody
shit.
else that
yeah,
we have is Mac, who we used for testing every
yeah,
single
yeah,
chart
yeah.
before the
Hack.
tournament
What
started.
did Mac get?
I
I have
wonder.
no
I feel like
idea.
Mock did pretty
Somewhere.
well on this chart. I don't know. Because
Actually, Thunder may not have been finished.
you did
Was it
horribly.
finished?
How much accuracy did you get then, Mock? Either
Was the
way,
group chat?
wow. That this like I said, like these what ifs are just so interesting because like Because like there's times where like I would have won, and then like some of these like accuracies, like I'm super close to like the person who actually won the level, you know. So it's like some really super close matches here that if I would have played on some of these levels though. So uh, really cool though, really cool though, really cool though. Let me read the stream chat because I haven't been doing that for a little while. So let's see. Is it Sonder? Yeah. Oh yeah, he's goated. Yeah, I'm assuming. I guess this is just a really super good like sight read score on this chart. I guess because a lot of people were really impressed by how I did that.
Oh yeah, I don't
But
think Mac played Sonder because I don't
It
think
wasn't
Sonder was
finished.
done. Yeah.
damn,
He played it
Sonder.
at some other point
but yeah, I
in the
will say,
paint server,
but
no
like,
idea.
yeah, I
Because it
will
wasn't
say
finished
though.
either.
I guess I was kind of right though. You know, like I will say, like if I did just get a more gimmicky chart, I do definitely perform a lot more better though, just because I'm so much more used to these kinds of gimmicks. So, or I guess not these kinds of gimmicks. More of like I'm more adaptable, I guess, because you know, honestly, I did not expect me to just like get through that super quickly. I will say though, like dang, those two earlies though. I mean, because I feel like if I tapped a little bit too much at certain points, I was really afraid that I was gonna get an overload because I didn't want to like tap too much because then I feel like if I tapped too much, it would have like thrown off my rhythm as well too. So I try to prevent that as much as possible. But obviously, like you gotta like react to some of these patterns like super quickly too, because like they subtly like move towards your planets by like one tile. It's like oh, it's really really hard to kind of react to that in time. I don't know. Like I feel like with some of the stuff in this chart, I feel like you gotta react to it pretty quickly, at least compared to most charts. I feel like, but I don't know. Just like speaking from like personal uh experience, I guess. Like I feel like you gotta react to the pattern changes very quickly, but I'm not sure if that's just me speaking or if other people felt that way.
You know, this is a very hard level to react to. Everything happens really quickly, and you have to somehow just intuitively understand what's going on.
You know what? There is one trick to the madness here. So I realized this when I got to the second or third repetition. I was like, wait a minute, this song just repeats its rhythm like two or
Oh,
three
Yeah.
times. I was like, oh shit, because when I figured that out for the third repetition, I was like, I fucking have it. I got the key, bro. I got it now. But like obviously, like even then, like it's so long, you can't memorize all of that, obviously. So what I kind of try to do was like because there's like this like really fast thing that you gotta react to, like after you do like a little like like that little like square, and then it's like a rectangle like right afterwards in a straight line. And like after you do that pattern, there's like a really quick fast reaction that you gotta do where like you gotta like where like it moves like slightly towards you, but it's not like a square, it's like a rectangle that you gotta respond to like super quickly with the corners. I was like, I kind of tried to use that to like help me out to figure out that next rhythm there. But that's kind of cool that I did figure that out though, because I think that did help out a lot when doing that third repetition for when you only have two corners to utilize to your advantage.
Okay, so just so you know, for
Hmm.
the stream three had 9 levels in it.
Yeah. So
So
the plan there, I think I don't know if I said this already, but I'll say it again. Um, the whole plan is that I'm going to be playing all the tier threes in one stream, which should just be like 6 levels, like usual, like just how like I did right now, and then, um, stream four is going to be me taking care of all the tier fours and then the bonus levels.
okay, and the bonus levels. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
just
good.
so because I feel like playing 9 levels in a row. First off, it would just be like too stamina draining, like because I'm assuming all these levels are probably a little bit more difficult than this, presumably. Although to be fair, the way I see it, it's kind of it's not necessarily related to difficulty. It's more related to Ika, shut the fuck up when I say that word.
Stamina.
Okay, let me focus up again. But anyway, like I was saying, tier threes don't relate to uh like actual difficulty and the good stuff. Um, So we'll figure that out. Though. Like I said though, like I feel like if I just played like 9 charts in a row, like I feel like when I get to like the tier fours, I might just not perform as well, just because like I'm basically already just tired from playing those 6 earlier charts. So yeah,
Yeah.
because really, if you really think about it, in the final stream, the participants really had to play like 6 charts. So like if I had to like play 6 charts and then go into the tier 4 charts and I'm like like it's not as many, or it's like way more charts than they actually played than in the actual like tournament, if that makes sense. So
But also, you would be going into the fourth stream only playing 3 levels instead of having played
no,
three
but
levels before and then.
I guess so. But to be fair, what I could do is I could just play some warm up charts before, or just play 3 random tier 3s of your own choosing, and then
Wow.
we have things around this, or I don't know, maybe just give me like 3 charts that I haven't played before for sight reading practice in quotation marks, and then we'll move
Are
on.
we
Cool.
gonna are we gonna give Rot the bonus levels?
Yeah, I
Alright,
guess.
cool.
I mean, I'm sure it would be fine. I mean, the only person who could probably like veto this action is probably Rickery, but I don't know if they care. Push him up.
Yeah, because nobody else has the bonus levels.
Well, besides the fan organizers, right?
Well, yeah, of course we do, but like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna like spread it around. By the way, this is gonna be like exclusive,
yeah.
exclusive to me.
Exclusive.
I know. It's gonna be crazy. Like, because obviously, like the reason why I want to do that is because like I'm assuming like because I know that with some of these charts you wanted to make like little edits or like little fixes here and there before you actually upload it onto the workshop. So that's what I'm assuming is gonna happen in with the bonus charts, is that either they never get uploaded or you might fix them up a little bit or do some little things here and there and then actually upload them. But I don't know, like how do the bonus levels work? Are they like scrap tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s, or tier 4s, or like what
They're
what
kind of their own things.
just like
Yeah,
were they like considered for Faint but then they got scrapped? Is that how they work?
it's side things. Without spoiling, one of the levels is actually one of the levels started being planned as an actual level to be used in the tourney, and everybody kept saying no, and it became its own thing. And then the other one is somebody wanting to do a funny thing. Like it was just going to be like a 10-second, 15-second thing, and then it kind of became its own thing as well. So
Okay. I see. Well, I guess we'll kind of see. I mean, I don't know. Should I like just play the bonus charts first and then the tier 4s, or like should I just play them in stream
play
order?
bonus after, I think.
Okay. Okay. I guess I shouldn't ask for how many bonus there is because I like imagine it's just like fucking like 6 more bonus charts that I had to play afterwards. Okay. Honestly though, I am really excited for tier 3s. So the only thing I've really heard about the tier 3 so far is that there's a super slow chart. I don't know when this chart appears, but I have a little guess. I have a little guess as to what this chart is, as to what the song is. I think it might be another like Vanguard chart by that same composer, I-L. But I think like instead of it being like super fast like that other one, I think it's gonna be super slow, and like the rhythms are just super fucked up because it's super slow. But don't tell me if that's actually the case. I just think that's the thing that's coming up. That's my prediction for what that tier 3 chart is. I'm really excited to see it though, because I feel like it's gonna be a really funny like different challenge to have in the middle of like these other charts. So yeah. Oh, but also I'm so excited because if this is like the tier 2, this is a really full cool gimmick chart. I'm hoping that there's some other charts that are super gimmicky like this one as well. Cause I'm already imagining what is after this though. Just because I don't know. And then the tier 4s, which is like holy shit. I don't know what's gonna happen in the tier 4s. Like I feel like they're gonna be really scary in terms of like what's going on in them. Because like even if the tiers don't exactly relate to the difficulty of the chart, I feel like it does kind of relate a little bit to the sight read difficulty, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But practically the stream is over though. I basically already played all of stream 2 already. So, and also this stream is like a lot more shorter. I think, yeah, it's only just an hour. So, I don't know. I guess honestly, what I could do is that maybe I could just play some chart recommendations maybe. I don't know. Someone wants to just toss me a chart to play, I guess, or we could just kind of end it off here.
Actually, yeah, I have a recommendation. I don't know if you've played this. It's a little level called fuck, what was its name? It's called Sonder. It's pretty cool.
Oh my god, bro. Look at stream though. I've already played it already. I'll add it to the level sheet. Oh, he just left. Actually, you know what? Real quick, I just want to see like a dissection of this. Like, what does this actually look like? Huh.
I think I gotta go now.
Nope.
All right. Well,
That's it.
see ya. Well, at least you went through the whole stream, basically. So that's nice.
Yeah, thanks. See ya.
All right. See ya. Okay. Or you know what? We could also do something a little bit more funnier too, Econ. Right? So I could just stop playing A Dance of Fire and Ice, right? But then, actually, Econ, you have to go soon, actually, right? Because isn't it like super late for you?
Potentially. But what do you want to suggest?
We play Spelunky 2 live.
We go for like a little bit. I can do a little bit.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, let's go for that. I actually want to do that. Because oh, that's gonna be super fun. Okay, so yeah, so just letting you know, we're done. We're good with this. So I'm gonna just end stream right here. But if you are curious in me playing Spelunky 2 with my good friend Econ, we will be starting another stream real soon, and we're gonna just play that together for a short period of time until he has to leave. So stream is ending. Hopefully you enjoyed me playing through these levels as much as I have, and hopefully I'll see you another day. Okay.